Chemically injected watermelons are hitting the market. Apparently, because they're in such high demand that they are injecting the ones that aren't ready with chemicals so that they look riper and redder and they last longer on shelves. Like, how many of these videos do I have to make? I am making a video like this, I feel like weekly, of something new that's hitting our grocery stores that is like ridiculous. So I'm going to teach you how to not buy one of these watermelons by what this post is saying to look out for. So number one, if you cut the watermelon and rub a cotton ball on it or a paper towel and it turns dark red, that means that the fruit has been injected with this chemical. Also, if it has white dust on the rind, I feel like I've definitely bought a watermelon with white dust. I just kind of like figured it was from like the transit in the watermelon trucks. And apparently you should look for ones that have the yellow patch, which I have always been told make your watermelon sweeter if it has a yellow patch on it. You know, like you always see people tapping the watermelons, right? Isn't that how you learn to pick a watermelon? That's how I learned to pick a watermelon. So it'll be naturally sweet in flavor and ripe if it has yellow on it. So
Shalom. Call law YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, and His only begotten Son, and name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles, the great millstone who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful like scattered abroad. Shalom to 144,000. And as you heard in that video, man, basically, they got, look at this. It says injected watermelon side effects. Okay, so yeah. They're injecting these watermelon with chemicals, and this is happening to all your food here in America. A lot of these other countries don't even accept our food because it has been defiled, okay, purposely. All right, but let's read this right here. It says, if you live in America, pay attention to this. This summer, chemically injected watermelons are hitting the market because watermelons are in high demand. They are injecting the ones that aren't ready with chemicals so that they look riper and redder and they last longer on the shelves. And I guess this is all what she just said, but you get that you get the picture. All right, they're pretty much playing with your food. All right, Esau, the devil, is playing with your food. Let's see what this is.
We're here on the day of creation. These foods were not created by nature. They were created in labs, genetically modified. None of these foods were here on the day of creation, which means they are unnatural to your body. Your body does not know what to do with them. Potato, matoke, and big
I saw a video the other day about fruits, what they look like before and what they look like now, and the food has been completely changed. It's not the same food that the way the Most High created it and ordained it to be. They're taking out all the seeds. A fruit without seeds is poison. Okay, they're taking out all the seeds because Esau knows what helps your body, and he's trying to want to take that from you, so that you have to go to him for help with his supplements or his big pharma, and it's just putting you deeper in the grave.
Bananas all contain starch. This will thicken the blood and cause clogs within your digestive system. All the foods that were here in the beginning were all alkaline. Our body needs to be in an alkaline state. When we consume acidic foods, this is when parasites and diseases can thrive. Once you move to the alkaline diet, you will never go back. This human health guide will tell you everything you need to know and everything you need to avoid to maintain optimal health.
Right, and that's why everybody's sick right now. Everybody got some type of inflammation or disease or cancer in their body because of this. This is all done on purpose. Okay, that's the point of the lesson.
Breakfast is break fast because they don't want you fasting to regenerate your body. So they programmed you to eat dense food in the morning, and then when you're tired by 10 p.m. you need poison coffee for more energy. All you need to do,
which coffee is very acidic. I didn't know that until recently. I was like, damn, because I stopped drinking it and I drunk it again, and I was, my chest was a little, needless to say, it was acidic. Okay, so when you don't know these things and you just following the American way, what it go? America runs on Dunkin', It's where everybody's bugged out of their minds, you know, addicted to coffee and all acidic and sick and, you know, through.
Is to fast till 2 p.m. Then have fruit or a smoothie, something easy on the digestive system. 60% of your energy goes to the digestive system.
That's what I started doing. I started eating fruit in the mornings. You know, in the mornings, instead of getting coffee or whatever, I'll eat fruit. And that's been helping me out a lot. You know, part of this truth is understanding, you know, diet, you know, what to eat and what not to eat. We know about the unclean and the clean foods that we can and can't eat. Well, it goes deeper. You know, putting, you know, more nutrient-based or nutrient-dense things inside your body rather than just eating a bunch of empty carbs.
When you fast, this energy can be redirected into regenerating your body and producing stem cells. Your body's encoded with self-regenerating technology. That's why you cut yourself, it heals automatically. It's the same with illness. Your body knows how to heal the illness you have. You just have to move out of your acidic environment to an alkaline environment. So your body doesn't waste its time fighting off the toxic food you place in. Instead, it can redirect this energy
Working
into
against your own body. And this is a good pose, actually. I'm going to say this because I'm not going to be able to play all of it, but you know, those some good videos. All right. But, you know, just get right to the point, jumping, you know. It says, Micah chapter 2, verse 10, it says, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. And this place is polluted, man. Which when you grab the word polluted in the etymology line, let's grab that, polluted. It says, ceremonially unclean, profane, rendered impure or unclean. And they purposely put in chemicals inside this food, man. This is being, you know, rendered impure or unclean. It's not the way the Lord made it. It says to defile, violate of the sanctity, render ceremonially unclean. It's pretty much the point. All right. So this is what they're doing to your food, and they're doing this on purpose. Okay, to keep you sick, to keep you, you know, dependent upon this beast system. Okay, they're pharmaceuticals, you know, to keep, you know, pretty much to keep you through. Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13, it says, and the Lord YAHAWASHI said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. And this is what's happening to us. We have been scattered in slavery into the land of our oppressors, you know, into our oppressors, these other nations, and they're feeding us garbage. Now, other nations are much better than America, but they're bad too, you know. But America is the worst. These other countries, they don't even take anything from America. They don't want none of America's food, none of America's anything, because they know what America's doing. Okay, I believe in Russia they made it you know, a terroristic crime to, you know, to have GMO foods. Okay, because they understand you know, the things that come with that. Okay, the things that come from that. Okay, which, you know, America understands too, but we live in a, you know, demonic beast system, you know, where it's about monetary gain and, you know, really deception, okay, and destruction. All right, so just, you know, something I want to do this real quick this morning, because, you know, even if you try to eat healthy, you know, you got to be mindful of that. So, you know, she showed you the ways to watch out for it, you know, these chemically induced foods, so that you can be in a healthier, better situation inside your body, okay, and your body don't be in dis-ease. Shalom, come and Allah,